kiddos, welcome to Happy Times. My name's Holly and I work here at the Ashland Public Library in Ashland, Ohio. And today's theme for Happy Times is summer. Can you believe it's summertime already? Me neither, but I'm enjoying some of these hot days. All right, and if you don't know what Happy Times is a reminiscing project, so we want to help you remember all the happy times. And when I say remembering, we're going to just try to spark some memories up, and we want to hear from you guys. So if you want to mail us, email us, we'll love to hear what you have to say. Happy Times is our way to reach out to you and let you know that we missed you. We really miss talking to you and hearing your stories. We hope you take some time to think back at all the happy times with us. Happy Times is also meant if you don't want to write to us or talk to us, talk with a friend or a group, or you can even write to us. We miss you so much and we want to see or hear from you guys. Like I said earlier, this video is all about summertime. So let's get right into it. Right here we have a poem called Warm Summer Sun by Mark Twain. Warm summer sun, shine kindly here. Warm summer wind, blow softly here. Green sod above, lie light, lie light. Good night, dear heart, good night, good night. Favorite summer activities? There's always summer reading. This year's theme is Tells and Tales. Summer reading's not just for kids, it's actually for all ages. So if you want to sign up, we can help you guys. There's grand prizes you guys can win. Some other things that we like to do is hiking, camping, picnics, 4th of July, balloon festival right here in Ashland, barbecues, ice cream, #1 favorite, and watermelon. There's just so much to do in the summer, but the question is, how are we going to do all of them? I mean, I can always go to the beach or to the mountains on vacation, maybe go horseback riding. What did you guys do in the summer? International Picnic Day is Friday, June 18th. 2021. So get your baskets out, celebrate with some sandwiches, chips, and watermelon, or whatever you pack for a picnic. The term picnic was used to describe a group of people dining in a restaurant who brought their own wine. Picnicking was common in France after the French Revolution, when it became possible for ordinary people to visit and mingle in the country's royal parks. In 18th and 19th centuries, picnics were elaborate social events with complex meals and fancy drinks that sometimes took days to prepare. Now, my idea of a picnic is short, sweet, and simple. The less I have to do, the better. The word picnic first appeared in the English in a letter from Lord Chesterfield in 1748, who associated it with card playing, drinking, and conversations. And the first recorded book, you may or may not know, was Robin Hood with the word picnic in it. One of the more important things that you need to learn in summer is how to pick a good watermelon. I was always raised, you pick the biggest, and if you knock on it and it sounds hollow, that was the perfect watermelon. But I guess there's more to it than just that. Farmers say, look for the yellow spots. The yellow spot is also known as a field spot. It is a place where the watermelon rests on the ground. Ripe watermelons always have creamy yellow or even orange yellow spots, not white. Also look for the webbing. They say these web-like brown spots on a watermelon means that bees touch the pollinating parts of the flower many times. The more pollination, the sweeter the fruit is. They also say, is it a boy or a girl watermelon? Farmers can tell the difference between a watermelon by its gender. For example, boys are bigger. They have elongated shape and watery taste. The girls have a rounded shape and are very sweet. Also, pay attention to the size. Sometimes the largest or the smallest watermelon is not always the sweetest. They say go for the average size fruit. And always also make sure that it feels heavy for its size. And then they say inspect the tail. If it has a tail, a dry tail indicates that the watermelon is ripe. However, if the tail is green, it probably means the watermelon was picked too soon and not ripe. All good things to know, right? I know I don't have the best luck picking out watermelon, but I will be looking for these signs now. So I wanted to take us on a tour of Mohican State Park. It's in Ashland County and Loudonville, Ohio. Have you guys ever been? It's gorgeous. We love going in the fall, seeing all the leaves changing colors. Right here, I have some pictures of the covered bridges at Mohican. A Loudonville resident, Stan Pace, designed the covered bridge between Lion Falls and Mohican State Park camping grounds. Those two are the only two I knew about until recently. And the covered bridge was built in the late 1960s and dedicated in the 1970s. And it replaced an iron bridge with quite a history of its own. The iron bridge originally spanned the Clear Fork of the Mohican River just upstream of where the Pleasant Hill Dam was built. In the late 1920s and early 1930s, those responsible for establishing what would become Mohican State Park and Mohican Memorial State Forest sought a way to link the northern and the southern parts of the park by railroad. The iron bridge near the dam was slated to be removed before the lake was filled in. So in March 1938, the workers dismantled the bridge and moved it to where the covered bridge now stands. During the erection of both bridges, Clear Fork's temperamental nature proved challenging. Even with the dam in place and holding back some of the flow, heavy rains cascaded down the steep slopes of the Clear Fork Valley, damaging both structures while work was in progress. The workers ultimately prevailed in both cases. To this day, the Mohican State Covered Bridge serves thousands of motorists a year traveling between the northern and southern parts of the park. The Bridge of Dreams, which is this one right here, and hopefully the next one I'm going to get to go visit, is one that stands the proof that dreams can come true with imagination, determination, and a little humor. Bill and Carol Crawford were among those who spearheaded the effort to convert the old railroad trestle into a covered bridge. Affiliated with the Knox County chapter of Ohio Horseman Council, Bill Crawford is credited with coming up with the idea. His fellow council members told him he must be dreaming. The name stuck, and the rest is history. They completed the project in December 1998 and dedicated the Bridge of Dreams in April 1999. At 350 feet long, the Bridge of Dreams is the second largest covered bridge in Ohio and third longest in the country. It's the focal point of the Mohican Valley Trail, which serves cyclists, pedestrians, and the Amish. The third covered bridge, or soon to be a third covered bridge, is Spellincy Bridge right here in the bottom corner or left-hand corner. Holmes County engineer Christopher Young is in the process of building a wooden covered bridge. It will replace an iron span known to historians and locals as Spellincy Bridge. The bridge was rebuilt several times over the years on the original piers that support a Toledo Valley and Ohio Railroad trestle. The trestle was located near Spellincy, a freight stop along what was commonly called the Wally Railroad. In the later half of the 20th century, the valley evolved into a recreation. Why can't I talk? In the latter years of the 20th century, the valley evolved into a recreational along the Mohican River, lined with parks, campgrounds, and canoe liveries. Wally Road, much to which was built on the original railroad line, was designated a state scenic byway in May 2005. Slide 9. There are many things to do at Mohican State Park. So there's thousands of wooded acres that greet visitors of the Mohican region. Mohican State Park's wild landscapes offer truly stunning views, and I mean truly stunning views. If you've ever been there, even just to go and stay by the river, it's so peaceful. So between hiking, parks to play at, camping, fishing, canoeing, and more, there are so many ways to explore this beautiful nature. Just a little walk from the covered bridge will take you to Lions Fall. The park has been setting up bridges and stairs to make the journey more comfortable for traveling. The Mohicans. John Chapman, also known as Johnny Appleseed, frequented the region during the 1800s, caring for his apple tree nurseries. His name and the date carved into the walls of Lion Falls were an attraction for years. Unfortunately, the etchings have been worn away over time. So many people, this one's Lion Falls right here. Depending which way you come, if you come the back way, there are stairs coming down or going up to go to Little Lion Falls. And there's a lot of etchings throughout the limestone right here. In the lower left corner. On the right-hand side is Little Lions Falls. It's a pretty big drop. And a lot of people used to climb down to it, and then you go around this rock right here to get to the waterfall to play in. But I do believe now it is closed. They're considering it a dangerous hike down there. Pleasant Hill Dam. Pleasant Hill Lake is 783-acre man-made lake located near Perrysville and between Ashland and Richland counties in Ohio. It was dedicated January 28, 1938, and it was built on the Clear Fork of the Mohican River. The dam, which forms the lake, is a 113 feet tall earth-filled dam. It is located in Ashland, but the lake extends into Richland County. The lake, constructed by the United States Army Corps of Engineers, was built for the purpose of flood control. And when it rains, this whole area down here on the left picture gets all covered by the river. Let me go back. Now, the fire tower is one of those things that if you're not afraid of heights, which I am afraid of heights, it's beautiful. I have made it up to the top, and just to look out over all of the acres is gorgeous. The Mohican Fire Tower is 80 feet tall and was constructed in 1934. At the time it was built, the Mohican Fire Tower had an average visibility of 10 miles in all directions. This allowed the towermen to keep an eye on approximately 200,000 acres of land. Beginning in 1920s and the 1930s, fire wardens and foresters used fire lookout towers to spot blazes in Ohio lands. Ohio's fire towers were staffed by Outlook and equipped with binoculars, maps, a radio, telephone, and a device used to pinpoint a wildfire location. Aerial surveillance of wildfires by aircraft began in the 1940s, and Ohio's fire towers were slowly phased out. The last tower was closed in 1978. While monitoring from the fire towers is a thing of the past, they remain a proud symbol of forest conservation and a monument to people who work to preserve our natural resources. Isn't it gorgeous? There's usually a bunch of people trying to get to the top right here. They don't let nobody in this area anymore, the top. But you can still see quite a stunning view right below it. Want to stay a while and see all the sights? No problems. You can camp. You can go to the lodge. You can stay in a campground with a pool or in cabins or bring your RV. But look at this castle right here. I want to stay, maybe possibly own one day. Wouldn't that be awesome? Castle of your own. The Mohican State Park area was once the hunting grounds of the Delaware Native Americans, whose more famous warriors included Jennekeek, Bill Montour, Thomas Lyon, and James Smith. Smith was the first white man to come to this area after he was captured by the Native Americans and later adopted into their tribe. Several Delaware villages were also located in the Mohican vicinity. The Delaware natives, also called Lapine, originally lived along the Delaware River in New Jersey. They were called the grandfathers by the other tribes because of their belief that the Delawares were among the oldest group in the nation. Every year, the Mohican area has what they call the Great Mohican Powwow. A group comes to the area for 3 days, always usually in the fall, and they are busy having traditional Indian ceremonies, dancing, competitions, and storytelling. Here's another poem called Missing Summer. The grass so green, the sun so bright, life seems a dream, no worries in sight. Tans and tank tops, laughter and bliss. Each moment passes without even a miss. Friends and cookouts, memories and laughs, good times to remember. But how long will it last? The grass soon fades, leaves begin to fall. School replaces sleepovers. Oh, I'll miss it all. Summer is just like a free time, I think. Time to do whatever you want and just get away from stress. That's how I always thought summer was. What do you think? Oh, and don't forget the smells of this picture. Hot dogs grilling, corn on the cob. What is your favorite thing to cook on the grill? Do you use gas, wood, charcoal? Which one has the best flavor? Do you slow cook or smoke your meat? Have you ever grilled in the snow in this Ohio weather? I know I have. An interesting fact, pre-Civil War, Southerners ate around 5 pounds of pork to every pound of beef, as pigs were easier to raise than cattle and could be let loose when they became too expensive. Oh, and they are delicious, which has probably been a factor in the 5 pounds to every one. If you ever watched the movie Top Gun, you will see a famous Kansas City barbecue in San Diego. And it's because it was featured in Top Gun scenes, including the ones where Goose and Maverick sing Great Balls of Fire, and Meg Ryan yells, "Goose, you big stud." We do. We'd love to hear from you. If you would like to share your answers or stories, you can mail us a letter addressed to Ashland Public Library Bookmobile, 224 Claremont Avenue, Ashland, Ohio, 44805. Or you can drop your letters off at the Ashland Public Library Service Desk. Or you can email us your answers to bkm@ashland.lib.oh.us. If you want to be featured in future programs or in the printed version of Happy Times, please write your permission in your letter or email. Thank you in advance for sharing with us here at the Ashland Public Library. We enjoy reading and sharing your stories and connecting with you guys. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation of my summer visits and coming and touring Mohican with me. And hopefully it sparked up some kind of memories of summer barbecues, food, hiking, camping, whatever your summers consisted of. And as always, we want to hear from you. So always remember the happy times, and bye.